Say man, hey man, it's your boy Boots Fit checking in with another video, and I just stopped by to talk about some of the biggest mistakes new correctional officers make. Now, I'm pretty sure there are more, okay? But I'm going to give you guys 5, and you take it and use it in your career, okay? New officers. Now, number 1, lack of situational awareness. Not paying close attention to inmate behavior during rounds, missing potential issues, or being too quick to dismiss concerns, okay? The rounds are very important, okay? So the awareness part of it is something that you should have throughout your whole career. I don't care how long you've been working in corrections, being aware is what you should be all the time, okay? Don't get too comfortable being in a unit and you're not paying attention, okay? Know your inmates, all right? Know who hang with who. Know the gang members. Know who is, you got to pay attention to this stuff, because a lot of people don't, and they will kind of tell on themselves with their actions, okay? Watch the way they wear their clothes. They shouldn't alter their clothes, okay? When you make rounds, make sure the unit is the way it's supposed to be, okay? Because their cells should be organized a certain way, at least in the feds. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking for the feds. Now, their cells should be organized a certain way, okay? It should be a certain way, and they know that, okay? So don't get too comfortable when you make it around that you don't pay attention, okay? Always be aware, no matter what, all right? Now, number 2, poor policy knowledge, okay? Not thoroughly studying and understanding facility rules and procedures, leading to potential errors in judgment. Your policy is one of the most important things you should know. You want to know why? Because inmates know the policy better than some officers. They study the policy just like you. You know why? Because if they're going to do something, they need to know the penalty for doing what they're going to do. All right? They need to try to figure out how to cut corners, okay? Because the policy is in black and white, so they're going to find a way to do something to get out of a penalty or something, like, punishment. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to try to find a way to get around it. But if you don't know the policy, they're going to find that out real quick, because they're going to do something that they shouldn't be doing. And it depends on how you respond to determine what they're going to do next, okay? Because if I feel like you don't know the policy and I think I want to do something that I shouldn't be doing, hey, I might try it, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't know the policy, hell, you don't know if it's right or wrong. Okay, so it's important to know your policy, especially when you are working in the special housing unit. Okay, lockdown, okay? If you don't know your policy down there, you can get fired real quick. Okay, so for all the people that work in the special housing unit, man, you better know your policy. You better know everything there is to know about the SHU, because you can get yourself fired real fast down there. Okay, number 3, ignoring safety protocols. All right, not following proper security procedures, such as not maintaining proper distance from inmates or neglecting to conduct thorough cell searches, okay? I kind of said a little bit about the cell searches in the first one, but know how to maintain the proper distance. Don't be so close to these inmates where you can't do nothing, okay? Or they can do something to you. You want to be a certain amount of distance from the inmates at all times. Now, it's going to be hard at times when, it's just a bunch of inmates in the unit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you want to always try to keep that proper distance, okay? Don't be this close to the inmates, all right? It's going to be hard because you walking around, you can't help but to be close to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to happen, all right? But you want to always pay attention and, always be looking, always be vigilant, okay? And try not to get too close to them, all right? Because you can have some OC on you. They can try to take your OC. They can try to take your keys. They can try to take your radio. Like, it's a lot of things that can happen. You know what I'm saying? But you always want to kind of maintain that proper distance, especially if you're talking to them. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking to them, they need to be a certain distance from you. Okay? That's very important. Okay? All right. The cell searches. Always conduct good cell searches. Okay? Now, a lot of people go above and beyond on these cell searches. Now, I done had some people I work with, they just, oh my goodness. And the thing about the feds, if you go do a cell search, guess what? You got to put everything in that cell how it was when you got there, okay? If an inmate got their cell real clean and real nice, you can't go in there throwing stuff everywhere and don't put it back how you got it. I had to learn that when I did my first cell search. I remember I did my first cell search. And it was like, man, you got to put the stuff back how you got it. I'm like, man, we ain't do that at the state. They're like, nah, not here. You gotta put that stuff back the way you got it. Okay, which I get it. Okay, that's just respect. All right, you don't go in nobody's house and mess that house up and leave it like that. You don't do that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's something I had to learn when I got to the feds. Like, man, put that stuff back how you got it. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of guys in there, they real clean, they got their stuff organized a certain way, and they know when you mess with it, it's for their reasons, you know, because if somebody came in and messed with it, they know, hey, I had this stuff set up a certain way, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you are doing that if you are searching the cell, right? Abusing authority. Now, this one right here is really, really big. Don't abuse your authority, okay? And my notes say, using power to harass or intimidate inmates, playing favorites, or engaging in discriminatory behavior. Oh my goodness. When I tell you guys, I have worked with a lot of people that abuse their authority. The new people that come in, you should be learning all you can learn. You shouldn't come in and try to be super cop out the gate like that. You shouldn't be a super cop, period. But don't come in as a new officer trying to be super cop day one, because those inmates will humble you real fast, okay? Learn as much as you can. Now, don't be taking notes from those officers that halfway do their job, okay? Because a lot of them are like that. You may have an FTO or something like that, and they just have trained you. You know what I'm saying? They really don't want to do it. So it's your job as a new officer to learn the policy, learn everything you can learn, do everything the right way, okay? Don't cut no corners. Don't cut corners, because it's easy to cut a corner, all right? Take the long way. Learn your policy. Search the cells how they're supposed to be searched. Treat people with respect. Don't abuse your authority, okay? Don't play favorites. Don't show the inmates that you have a favorite. You shouldn't have one anyway. But if they see it, they're going to know. Because a lot of females do that. They have certain inmates that, you know, they show a little bit more favoritism to. And the other inmates notice that. Don't show no favors, man. Don't play that game right there, man. Treat everybody the same. Yes, the orderlies are probably going to have a little bit more wiggle room than the other inmates, because, you know, they're doing all the work around there. So they're going to have a little more wiggle room, but not a favorite, okay? But don't do that, all right? It's not okay, all right? And discriminatory behavior, you know you can't discriminate at all. You can't be like that. Everybody is the same. Give everybody what they got coming. The color don't matter. The race don't matter. It don't matter, all right? The disability, none of that matters. Treat everybody the same, okay? Please, don't abuse your authority. All right, number 5, inadequate communication. Now, communication is very, very, very important, right? Not effectively communicating with inmates, other officers, and superiors, leading to misunderstandings and potential conflicts. Communication is key. Communication goes way beyond the inmates, okay? It's with your fellow officers, it's with your lieutenants, your captains, Anybody, you want your communication skills on point, right? But guess what? It's going to be a lot of people out there that kind of make it hard for you, like the officers. Like, you still want to be a person that can relay a message the right way. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to talk through stuff. You want to be able to get your point across. You feel me? You don't want to be out there and can't hold your own with a conversation, because the inmates, that's all they do is talk. All right? If you can't sit up there and hold a conversation, an intelligent conversation, they're going to be asking you so many questions. They're going to be doing this and doing that. They're going to try to make you crack. If they see you can't hold your own and talk to them like, you know, an intelligent person, like they're gonna figure it out. And I've seen it too many times. People that can't communicate real good, the inmates tend to prey on them. All right. And some people, they do too much. You feel what I'm saying? They loud. You know what I'm saying? They always hollering. That's inadequate communication. All right. You don't want to be that person, all that hollering and doing all that stuff. But you know, some people like that. And crazy as it may seem, some inmates like crazy stuff like that. I don't get it. But they like somebody that holler and fuss, and they laugh at it sometimes. But a lot of times they don't. So you just have to make sure you can relay your message in an effective way. Even with your lieutenants and your fellow officers, man, that communication is very important, because that could be life or death for you or that officer. So your communication skills have to be on point, okay? So those were 5 mistakes that new correctional officers make. Now, take this and use it. All the new officers, take it and use it, and try to apply it in your everyday life working as a correctional officer. But that was the video, man. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and I'm out of here.